Hello everyone, I want to take you with us on our little trip to France that we had the other week. It was half term and we visited my mother-in-law who lives in the west of France. She's 88 and she's been there I think 5 years now. So at age 83 she just packed her bags from the UK and said, I'm moving to France. Took the dog and the 2 cats with her, and that was that. She's brilliant, she's an amazing woman. It's a 12-hour journey all the way to where she lives in the west of France. So we stopped off in Reims, or Reims, pronounced correctly, on the way there and on the way back with an old friend of ours, the dad of the kids I used to babysit back in the UK. They've been living there for about 30 years. He worked in the champagne industry, and sadly his wife died last summer, really too soon, too early. So we stayed with him, the kids have flown the nest, and we actually met up with the girl I used to babysit, especially, she's the older one, who lives close to my mother-in-law. And that is going to be at the end of the video. I'm not featuring her, she has her own little kid now, I can't believe it, she's 38. She was almost 2 when I started looking after her. But here we are basically on our return journey. We went to Reims again. I'm going to say Reims because I can't say Reims correctly, despite speaking basic French. We stayed over Saturday night and we walked along the canal to the centre of Reims. I can't even say it properly. Along the canal from where they live, and encountered these incredible canal boats. They are absolutely ginormous and you can tell they're lived on. This especially graffitied one with the reflecty crocodile and everything is so cool. And here's that little cute fishing boat. It was such a crisp autumn morning. I'm surprised there were still so many leaves there and so much gorgeousness and crispness in the air. So we walked and went and had a look at the cathedral and the statue of Joan of Arc, which I didn't actually manage to video. I might stick a photo in at some point of her, if I remember, if I can find it. And then we also had a hot chocolate and pain au chocolat each on the way back. Well, I had a coffee, everyone else had hot chocolate. And it was honestly the best pain au chocolat I've ever had. It was a really cool 1920s cafe that's still so art deco. It was wonderful. I didn't video inside, but the city was pretty much empty, very few people, and it's just a stunning one. So I'm just going to take you through some of the beautiful bits. Beautiful.
On the longest road in Reims, so that's the shopping street here. We've just been walked up there, and it goes on up there. And can you see the statue there? That's Louis the 14th or whatever in his toga or whatever. And
this square is just around the corner from the cathedral part of it. Just on the right there, you've actually got rooftop gardens where people live in exclusive apartments. It's beautiful. Now, my friend was, he was an amazing host. He's early 70s now, and because he's been there for over 30 years, he knows the city pretty well. And he was telling us all about the cathedral, the gargoyles that have water spouting out when it rains, and this is the Day of Judgment. Some incredible footage from that, and actually just a little bit creepy. And here you got the statues of the angels with the little devils underneath, and there's one particular angel, the one on the right here, which is a smiling angel which protects the city. This beautiful stained glass window is so incredible. It's so beautiful. The cathedral was actually the place where all the kings were crowned. 25 coronations took place here, and it's equivalent to Westminster Abbey in the UK because it was such an important part of history. It's maybe 1 or 2 hours east of Paris, depending how you travel, obviously. It's just so lovely inside, and France is still a very Catholic country. It's either Catholic, Muslim or no religion, but they don't really have many Protestants there. So they always had this really strict Catholic religion going on. And these little coffee shops and bistros were so lovely, and we stopped off in one that had enough space inside. My little boy here looking at this really cool fountain, and the cakes are just insane. I mean, you can't beat a French patisserie. This was a cafe where we had our drinks out, but I didn't film inside. And it's just a lovely little place. It's a beautiful little town. I'm not sure how many inhabitants it have. I'll maybe put it up. Okay, I looked it up. It has about 180,000 inhabitants, so it's a very small city. and this I videoed for my husband. It's a noodle bar and a gaming bar. Gaming and ramen at the same time. It's basically his dream. And there's some early footage from when we met up with the little girl I used to look after, not so little. It's a little town called La Roche-sur-Yon. The whole place centres around Napoleon. Napoleon himself actually rebuilt it in 1804 after the Vendée Wars, and he made it the new administrative capital. There's a giant statue of him on horseback in the centre of the Place Napoleon, and the Place Napoleon also has these incredible little mechanical animals called Les Animaux de la Place, animals of the square, called basically, and they're so cool. It's an amazing little world. It consists of 13 enormous mechanical animals that live in the water or just around it. There's a crocodile, an otter, flamingos, frogs, a dromedary, a hippo, and you can control them all from the edge of the pond with hydraulics and pneumatics, I think. They were created by the same artist who built this giant elephant in Nantes called François de la Rosière. I think I pronounced it correctly. If not, please let me know. And they're built from wood, steel, and they're like cute little quirky robots. Look, this is so great. And my kids just had such a great time running around controlling either the heads or the diving, or the frogs were jumping and the flamingos are lifting legs and the hippo was squirting water. They had such a good time. The crocodile sadly wasn't working that day, but we did see it. It just wasn't moving, or you couldn't move it. It was actually locked off. But honestly, the best bit was meeting up with my little girl that I've known for 36 years. I last saw her 9 years ago when we celebrated my girl's first birthday at their place in the country, this old farmhouse they bought, quite close to us, and it was just wonderful. And it was so nice seeing her again and seeing her be a little mum to her little girl who looks just like she did when she was little. So that was quite a special part of the trip and unexpected as well. What kind of fish is that? And then we headed back home. We did get back to very late that night. Long driving in France, and then we hit Germany. We hit traffic jams and building sites and rain. But we spent the time listening to the Harry Potter all-star cast, which had just come out on Audible. And that actually made the journey not only okay, but thoroughly enjoyable. So that was kind of our return trip from France. I'll put another one up of our time in France in a week or two when I get round to putting it together. Anyway, thanks for watching, and let me know if you've been to any of these cities and what you thought of them. Thank you. Cheerio!
You just got to